Now, the Seth tree has no equal in this world or the next. Some say it's akin to the reed that shoots up, waving a ditzy plume, sighing into the wind, and all in 3 moons' time. And some say it was a cross to the olive that grows to the south with bitter, bitter fruit that yields a fine oil with the efforts of 6 men. And some say it's a sport of the rowan tree, but its dye is blue instead of black. The rowan has no scent after its flowers bloom in springtime, but the Seth is evergreen and keeps its glossy leaves through leaf fall. Aye, the Seth surpasses them all. Aye, the Seth surpasses them all. It does. Bring sustenance and plenty to our world, with care, for it cannot survive for long in the wild alone. A single tree and its seedlings can furnish a home and fill a larder. The oil of the Seth runs through its veins from root to crown and can be tapped with a spile 3 seasons of the year. Almost every part of the tree except the bitter bark is edible. Aye, and pity and praise the first child or woman of the misty years who discovered that secret through swollen, blackened lips and a thickening tongue that threatened to stop her breathing forever. But when the truth was out among the women, they kept it to themselves for a generation, until the forests of Seth in the north grew deep and legendary. They sent guardians to tend the trees, changing their membership with the seasons. In home soil, the Seth seedling grows a handspan each day. Its roots triple in girth in a week's time, and the tough and bitter outer bark begins to form. 2 weeks on, pale side shoots sprout in a spiral. They stretch out, then thicken as the first pairs of true leaves appear. By the first month, the tree has many branches but few leaves, yet in 3 moons' time the tree is fully formed. It's capable of yielding light-fast dye from its leaves, edible pith from a cleaned wound, and oil from its slender trunk, if there be dire need of it. When a year's on Seth is harvested for kilnwood or fork. Light construction, dozens of seedlings sprout from the heartwood of the stump, giving rise to forester trees with braided trunks and hopelessly tangled branches. Though it grieves one to see the confusion of growth, these are the trees best for harvesting oil. Some there are that prune the crossed-over branches to keep them from chafing, such that care this deeply can train the tree into intricate and fanciful forms. And some who truly love the tree gather when the waning moon is but a sliver in the sky. They cut rounds from the stump to make it level to the ground. Then they thin the seedlings that appear and bury what's left of the stump in good soil, with a single seedling above ground right before the moon is new. For all that trouble, just a moonrise later, the Seth establishes itself. 3 moons on, and Seth looks strong, handsome, and ordinary in its place. And the roots of the Seth are starchy and edible, and can keep a man alive for days. They grow in profusion at the drip line of the tree, as far from the trunk, in every direction, as the tips of its longest branches. In the springtime, after the willow turns from golden to green again, the scent of the Seth takes over. The seeth, as they call it in the south, is impossible to describe, though many have tried. It is sweet, that's true, but the apple and the stony fruit are sweet when they blossom. Nay, it's more than sweet. It is life-filled and life-giving, I will say. It cushions painful memories and eases grief. It speaks of new and better than before, and in the middle month of springtime, when the wee HYLA serenade the night, one feels fortunate to breathe. Indeed, one is glad in that very moment to have been born. Please click the link in the description. For the next video, I hope you will enjoy.